I won a fucking
Hell, oh.
ranked game because of Warden earlier on Grenade Warden. You know what I'm saying? What the f? Oh yeah.
No!
Drop the beats. I need the vertical grip because I suck. Oh.
What?
No. I'm gonna die. 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 Okay. Woo. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Got the war reinforcement off, though. Know what I'm saying? Bye bye. Oh my gosh.
Oh. So, dudes, welcome back to the Gregor gaming experience. This video discusses Azami's abilities, weapons, and how to make them useful. Azami is a 2-speed defender with a multifaceted gadget capable of accomplishing different tasks. It can be used to deny map control, cover up drone holes, cover up maverick holes, cover up vertical holes above or below, cover up destroyed windows. It's one of the most versatile gadgets in the game right now. Azami can plug just about any hole that you... She has the option of barbed wire, but she's also got impacts and even a deagle for sight setup. Most people will probably run the Captain Kyle SMG over the Gears of War shotgun, but your mileage may vary. Azami's primary job is to delay. She does so with the concrete pancake. Azami throws Naruto shit at a flat surface for it to eventually expand into a circular, bulletproof sheet. One of these can cover a window by aiming at the middle of them longwise, and at the yellow section where a conventional wooden barricade would be deployed. Double windows and double door frames are a bit more tricky and require 3 kunais. Now you might think the fact that they can be meleeed out in 3 hits makes them not particularly strong, but the fact that you can cover up something with a bulletproof barricade from far away, and they have to push it, is pretty nice. While I was recording, I forgot to mention that Fuse can fuse puck through it, so be careful of that too. Deploying them on the ground like this is useless, as you can tell. Fuck! So if you want to deploy a piece of cover, you'll have to do so at an angle that is perpendicular to you. In English, the pancake will deploy at the angle of the surface it is placed on. So if you deploy it on the edge of a surface facing you, it'll give you a little piece of cover like this. Sometimes pancake placements can create force vault prompts or just lock off a section of the map entirely, requiring the attacker to destroy it to progress forward. Which is cool because it slows them down and it gives you a sound cue. 3 melees or any explosive device will destroy the pancake. So why not just bring Castle? Well, Azami can do what Castle can't do, and that's deploy these things instantaneously from a distance. Castle's gadget is tailored more to a static defense set up at the beginning of a round, whereas Azami is meant to be used in a more reactionary way. Hence why they charge over the course of the round, kind of like how Wamai and Legion's gadgets do. She gets up to 5 of them. You'll gain the ability to throw another one every 20 seconds, capping out at 5 kunai knives total. What you can do with these knives is mostly about improvising, although I should add you can't throw them at enemies to gruesomely concretify them. That would be, that seems like a bit much. The course of the round will dictate their usage to you for the most part, with some mild exceptions. I think there are certainly planned strategies you can employ. Drone holes are very easy to deal with thanks to Azami, and I think there's a lot of usefulness there. When Maverick puts a hole in the wall to frag grenade the other side, you can try to plug the hole real quick. Just remember, Maverick can of course torch it again. If you have a bunch of these in reserve, then obviously it's going to be a bit more of a pain in the ass. But if you're lucky, you can mess with the enemy's timings for their frags. Just try not to plug the hole while your teammate's throwing a C4 through it. Azami isn't a 3-speed, but her VTS SMG is serviceable enough to play somewhat aggressively with her 2-speed rating, thanks to a relatively fast ADS speed of an angle-gripped SMG. It's got a moderate rate of fire, but hardly any recoil, so that angled grip isn't going to hurt it too much. I run compensator on it. There's a little bit of side-to-side kick on this weapon by default that makes it frustrating to take gunfights from far away without it, and as you can see, I run the Russian red dot. Don't get too hung up on attachments, just go into TDM and figure out what you like. Don't ask me what one-time scope you should use on Twitch at twitch.tv/GregHavener. I will make fun of you. The 9x19 is the epitome of a primary that gets the job done. It doesn't have any particular bad characteristics on top of low recoil. Azami also has access to the Gears of War auto shotgun, which is, well, it has a fire rate of like 4 rounds per hour. Or something. I don't know. It has the 1.5, which is really the only thing you get out of using this over the 9x19. And if you're worried about sight setup, Azami has impact grenades and a deagle, which, before we get into that, don't read too far into the gun comparison thing. If you want to use the meme shotgun, if you want to cosplay Gears of War, go on ahead. But sometimes when I do weapon comparisons and kind of more or less recommend using one or the other. They think that I'm just completely blasting the other option as unusable or unfun. If you want to go ahead and use it in a fun environment, or just for the shit of it, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. It's a free country. Just don't try to tell me that it's better than the 9x19, because it's not. Okay, I think I'm done. The Deagle isn't just a good sidearm, it also gives Azami a little bit of utility for sight setup. Not a lot, but any wall you Dude, plant bomb.
I'm going to, okay?
Any wall you have where you want to make a one-way angle at feet level, this thing will do the trick for you. It's not much, but it does give Azami a little bit more in terms of contributing to the team. For sight setup, you can also run impacts, but she's also got razor wire. Bring impacts when everybody is on their phone in the op select with 5 seconds left, and you don't want to trust your teammate to realize he's not running shotgun in time. Azami is quite hard to play. I think to get the most out of her, you have to have a pretty decent idea of timing throughout the course of a round. Sure, you could spam kunais at a window at like 30 seconds in, but wouldn't you rather get guaranteed value out of it? What I mean by this is, I would advise you to have a decent default setup for your first couple of knives and play more reactively with the rest of them over the course of the round. And I don't mean throwing a bunch of them at a window so that the attacker can just melee them. Sometimes this isn't a terrible idea, but you'll have to play it by ear on this one a little bit. But knowing when to retreat is probably going to be the most crucial aspect of Azami's play. Unlike Wamai, who is expected to play a little bit closer to the site because his gadget is so important, Azami might take some more aggressive liberties. If you think you're in a situation where your Kiba barriers, oh yeah, that's what they call them, huh, aren't going to give you much of an advantage, dial back to a room that's a bit closer to the site, play off of sound cues, and block up entryways where the enemy will expect to go. The more obnoxious you can be with these knives, the better. That's at least my general idea of it. Play behind cover and be safe. Take advantage of the fact that these things can be thrown from a distance. You can keep yourself in a pretty good position without exposing yourself, and they can go anywhere you have line of sight, too, so that includes holes through the ceiling for your buddy on the floor below, or through the wall across from you. Creativity is the name of the game here. This is just going to be one of those operators where I think Pro League is going to reveal the extent of what she's really capable of. But at really any level of play, she contributes a lot, and I think if you've got a good shot and a decent idea of the pacing of the beginning, middle, and end of the round of Siege, you'll enjoy playing Azami. Thanks for watching. Sorry this took so long. See you guys in the next video.
Got
the second one. Nice job, Greg.
Oh, and don't do this with the knives on hatches because the enemy can just fall through them. Deuces. Okasa. Go man. Ow.